body, it's the facts we bring, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, Uncles ting, tis an uncle's ting. Pull up on the body, it's the facts we bring, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa.
Yo, 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 yo! Welcome back to another episode of the Unkles podcast. Richie, bro, man, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, we recorded an episode and then it's been like 8 weeks. We need to, guys. We're going back into a lot more consistency and everything. But we've been on holiday and people have been busy. But how have you been, bro?
Oh, bro, I've been very busy actually. Busy time, it's full swing silly season at the moment. So I feel like everything, it's just all happening, Work is busy, podcast busy, and I feel like there's an activity every weekend. So, whew.
It's the season. No.
It is the season.
Bro. Well, yeah, no, I haven't been doing in a few episodes just because, obviously I've been on holidays and I've come back and we're going to dive into that a little bit later on the episode. But before we do, we just wanted to touch base on your word of the week.
Oh, yes. My word of the week would have to be motivation. Yes, because, in a busy time like this, you need to be able to wake up in the morning and try and motivate yourself, whether you're hungover, whether you are too busy at work, whether you have got stuff on the weekend, you need to have some sort of motivation somewhere so you can get up, get after it and keep going. So that's my word of the week.
Bro, that's a really good word of the week. You do struggle a little bit, hey, because you do things on the weekend, and if you do too many, if you have a few beers, and then that does set you back a little bit. You go into deficit energy or whatever they call it, and you're just really struggling. And then if you come back to the week, then you're like, I got to go back to work. I got to get up, get ready, and that motivation to kind of get back. But I see you do a lot of gym stuff too as well. So has that been helping?
Bro, it's not been going going good at the moment. It's gone down to like 1s and 2s every week. But I need to get back to the 3 to 4 times a week. So I'm actually getting my money's worth at the gym.
Yeah. Oh, nice. My word of the week's excitement.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've started to get back into running, so I'm excited to do that.
Ooh, hitting the pavement.
Yeah, I started doing it this week, so I'm going to go into like maybe 3 times or 2 times a week and then just build up.
Nice.
And then plus it's also less cold here in Brisbane because we're moving into spring and then summer. But yeah, and then also like work's been a bit busy, but there's like little projects here and there that I'm doing that I'm excited for. So something different to what I'm normally doing. So yeah, bro. But so those are 2 very sort of similar words, but I guess
motivation and excitement.
Yeah, you motivate yourself to be excited.
There you go. Quote of the week, guys. Quote of the week. Motivate yourself to be excited.
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go.
But yeah, so I guess when the couple of sort of months, I guess, since the last time we caught up.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I said, busy time, but you went on a little bit of a break, and I was really excited to sit down and have this chat with you because a couple episodes we were in the same boat where I had my first Europe experience, and this is going back to probably in the top 50.
Yes, July last year, I think, when you come back. Yeah,
early days. So, I spoke about my experiences and what I saw over there. So I'm really excited to have this chat with you to see what your experience is like. So, look, take us back to the start. I reckon, walk us through where you went first. How you went on there, and then I can ask questions as we go along, I reckon.
Yeah, So yeah, we at the end of sort of like start of September, we went from Brisbane to Dubai, and that was a 14-hour flight, and I've never been on a flight that long. So, and bro, I was sitting on the aisle too as well because my legs were like struggling to kind of think. So I'd use that to stretch, but and that was my first time to fly, that long. So which was really interesting. But you kind of make up time and watch movies and things like that. And then we went from Dubai, went to Amsterdam. And then Amsterdam was, and then from Amsterdam, we went to Paris.
Yep.
And then Paris to Lucerne, which is in Switzerland.
Oh.
And funny story, in Switzerland, I went up to a mountain called Mount Pilatus.
Yep.
Where I bumped into an American guy. And then he looks at me and he goes, in his American accent, I won't do one, but he goes, "Hey, hello, how are you?" And I just was like, "Yeah, good, and yourself?" And then he goes, "You look very familiar. Are you from New Guinea?" And I was like, whoa, what the heck? And this guy, I wish I got a photo because I saw him 3 times after that and I didn't.
Yeah.
But he lives in Chicago, over in the States, and he flies to Mosby every year. Every year. And then he goes to Morobe to do like missionary work there. And he was speaking Pidgin to me. But I was like, right there. That was just so good because he was like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, because he started going to PNG in the early 70s before we got independence. So this guy's he's like probably 70, early 60s.
Okay.
Bro, but his talk piscine was fire ass, man. Like
all the missionaries are.
Yeah. But that was really, really interesting. That was like something that I was hoping to bump into more PNG people. But yeah, so that was a really cool experience that outside of seeing like a different place, it was just good to see like PNG's on the map. You know, like,
did he say like this? Are you from New Guinea?
Yeah.
I'm just out him talking.
Yeah, I'm just like, he said, talk bisim to me no good blah. Because I was like, far out. Whoa. And then he was there with another mate too as well who regularly go back and forth. And then they've been to Switzerland a couple of times.
Wow.
And then, from there we went to Italy, Lake Como.
My favorite country.
Yeah, bro. Fucking buongiorno.
Pizza, pasta.
Bro, in Como, I think we had the best Italian food there. Like, we went to this traditional restaurant, not busy. Yeah. A lot of Italians there too as well, so you knew it was good. 80 euros, but it was all right.
Damn.
Expensive, but...
you have to splurge a little bit.
We literally got like 3 mains, and an entree and like a dessert. Nice. And I had 2 beers.
Peroni.
Moretti.
Yes, Moretti.
Bro, isn't that like good?
But brown bottle, red.
Yes.
Nice.
And then we went to Venice.
Yep.
And then Florence, and then Rome, and then back to Brisbane. Came in time just for the grand final, which was really good.
Yes.
But missed the prelim and stuff.
Yeah. Take us back, Amsterdam. What was the highlight there? How many days there? Because in Amsterdam, people don't know, but the city's sort of built. The roads are built like in a circle, so it goes around the center of the city, and you have the canal as well that goes through it. What was your highlight there? Any funny experiences?
Bro, I just see a little bit of the red light district. That was an eye-opener. But I think Anne Frank House, which was really, was probably my highlight. And for those that don't know her story, it's really touching. She was from Germany originally, and then she, due to obviously what was happening with the Jews back in Germany, and she's Jewish, they fled to Amsterdam. And then in Amsterdam, she was 13. And then I think they hid in their house for 2 years, with like obviously working closely with people to help supply food for them. And where they hid was, if you go to Amsterdam, there's a house there. You can do a tour there. Such a small place. Like, I don't know how they could stay there for 2 years. And she wrote in a diary all the experiences over those 2 years. But sad story was she only lived until she was 16 and then she died. So, really touching, like really rocked me because I think, obviously in PNG we see the impact of the war, particularly in World War II around the Kokoda track, and obviously we've got that connection to that, but that was one part of the war and the other part was what was going over in Europe at the time, what Hitler was doing to the Jews, and then obviously so that was probably, I think I really like that modern history part of it, because obviously when you think about Europe you refer to how old the place is, but also to learn a little bit about that, which is really interesting, and that was the highlight there. And then just learning about that, because I didn't know that story, and then when you went into the house, because it's turned into a museum now.
Yes.
Yeah.
We went there. I think we only walked past it because the line was so long to get in.
Yeah.
There were lots of people outside. Did you get to do the Heineken tour?
No, I wish I did. That would have been really good. Because they own SP, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Funny thing, they own SP. They own. I'm pretty sure they own everyone in the Pacific. Like
Fiji Beta,
Soul Brew in Solomon Islands. So they've got a bit of market share across the Pacific. But going on from Amsterdam,
we went to Paris.
Paris.
Buongiorno. Bonjour, sorry. Bonjour.
How was Paris?
Bro,
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower was really good. I went up to the Eiffel Tower with my uncle's shirt. Ooh. And then I got a photo, which we usually show it in the podcast. But yeah, it was really good because at the top of the Eiffel Tower, they've got distances to different locations in the world. And they got one for Port Moresby, which is 16,000 something 491, if I recall correctly.
That's 16,000 Ks from Eiffel Tower.
From the Eiffel Tower to Moresby, yeah. So, it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you put it into perspective, that's the travel time probably about close to 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
but yeah, so it was really interesting to kind of see that, and that was my highlight, the Eiffel Tower. We did actually go to this place called Chateau de Versailles.
Yeah, okay.
And that was really good because we got to learn about the history of the French Revolution.
Ooh.
An interesting fact for people, most of you might know, or some of you might know, the revolution was actually pioneered by a lot of females because they were the ones that realized that the cost of living was impacting them. The prices for bread, the things like that back in the 1880s. Wow. And then, so they sort of started this revolution. Obviously the Louvre and Arc de Triomphe and all of those places were pretty good, but it was just really good to learn about the history of France, because France was once colonized by king, or it was like King Louis the 16th was the last king. Wow. And then the old palace used to be at the Louvre, but then King Louis the 14th moved that palace to Chateau de Versailles and built his own palace there, which is about 45 minutes from there, because he was worried that if sort of protest was to start, the Louvre is right in the heart of the city, so people could gather around quickly to do that. So he built the palace far away and then moved all his kings. And I think in the palace they had about 2,000 people living in that area alone. And then where the palace is now, is where the French president Emmanuel Macron, his holiday home is there as well, because he kind of pays homage to. But we did a bicycle tour around there, which is also another. Nice. Yeah, and I had a picnic and had some white wine with some cheese.
Ooh,
yeah,
very French.
No, very French. Yeah, that was really good, and some bread, obviously, baguette.
Oh, bro, bread everywhere. But the bread is good. It's not like here.
Yeah,
you can just every meal is like, here you go, bread.
Yes,
olives and just olive oil. And, crazy.
Yeah. So that was probably the highlight. Yeah, but just the history of those two places were quite a contrast, but really interesting.
And after that, Switzerland.
Yeah, Lucerne.
Lucerne. Tell us about Lucerne,
bro. Very much influenced by the Germans. They speak Swiss German in a little bit. So like thank you is like dank you. That was really interesting to kind of note that. we didn't really do much. It was like a place where it was quite smaller, so it was a good reset. Because I mean, Amsterdam was very busy. You got quite a lot of people in Paris. So many people in Paris, hey.
Yeah, lots of walking around.
Yeah. Bro, I did it. I think I did about 100 Ks of walking. I took a photo on my watch.
Whoa.
In Paris alone.
Yeah.
Like, because we walked from the Eiffel Tower back to our place, which was like, oh man, I reckon in that day alone, like 24 Ks we did. Just like, yeah, it was just packed. But it was good though. You could see the place better. Lucerne was good. It was smaller.
Yeah.
We just had a bit of a reset, and then the trains were all right.
Yeah.
I reckon the trains were, because we were catching the train everywhere. So train from Amsterdam, the Eurostar to Paris, and we got a train from Paris to Brussels, which is like another border place between France and Switzerland.
Yes.
And then we got another train from Brussels to Lucerne.
Were you using Google Maps?
Yes.
How good is Google Maps?
Yeah,
bro?
it was
like
good.
They actually show you all the trains, buses,
yes.
everything to a T, and it's really good over there. Whereas here, it's like Apple Maps.
Yes, no, that's true. Yeah, because you could also pin like locations on Google. Yeah. They've really done well there.
After Lucerne,
Como.
Oh, Lake Como. And I haven't been there. Like, I've been to Rome and we went southeast Italy, Puglia region.
Oh, yeah.
But Lake Como, everyone talks about it. Tell us about it.
Bro, the lake itself, I think we went there a little bit after when it rained. So we saw a lot of dirt pulling through from the lake, coming down from the mountains. But, bro, it's so much bigger than what you think.
Yeah.
Just the ferries and stuff, like we did a round trip and it took us like 4 hours just to get from one point to other, because we were stopping at every single stop.
Oh yeah.
But we took in the day, like we took in the morning, sorry, we took a ferry from one place that was express and took us to like Verena, so that I said, and then from there we spent some time there, and then like a couple hours, and then we sort of got the ferry and then came back and then stopped at a few places. So it was really good.
Shit.
Yeah, so
hectic.
We didn't get, George Clooney lives on the lake.
Really?
Yeah. He's got a house, holiday house, sorry.
Yeah.
But I couldn't pick it out. All the houses just look so beautiful. Like it's just
$1 million mansions.
Yeah. Everyone there is so stylish too as well in Europe. I don't know if it's the weather, but they're all dressed up.
Yeah.
They're all like, got scarves, and even though it's like going between like summer and spring, everyone just looks like, I mean, maybe, obviously it's a different way of life over there. People, the way that they sort of dress and fashion probably is a little bit more not up to date, but they get things newer than what we get over here. Because I think, all the
big stores got the good stuff.
Yeah, and they're all located like your Fendis, your Louis, Gucci, all of those.
Yeah, all the big boys.
Yeah.
After Lake Como,
we went to Venice.
Venice.
Right, that was really good, man.
Nice Venice. Expensive meal in Venice.
Yes. Right. And also like the euro, it's 50 cents to $1. That so $1 we get 50 euros or 0.5 euros, and it was just you just gonna spend twice as much. But that's really good. I think we went to St. Mark's Basilica.
Oh yes.
Which is like the people from Venice wanted to create that to be different from people in Rome, because they've got the St. Peter's Basilica.
Yep.
And in Venice, one thing I didn't really know was the influence of the Middle East in there, because if you look at the map, Venice kind of connects part of Rome, part of Italy, and part of Europe towards that Malta Sea, which connects down to like your Persian regions and so in Venice, there's in St. Mark's Basilica, there's an influence of Islamic design in terms of the mosque, the
churches.
The churches. Sorry, the churches. They design a little bit of the Islamic design is influenced in building that. Yeah.
Wow.
So they it was really interesting. So kind of just to see that, it was really cool. And then, there's so many people, bro.
Yeah.
So many people. It puts it in perspective, like our population in Australia and PNG, like that combined is a population of one of the major capital cities in Europe, you know? Like it's far.
Oh, easily, bro.
Yeah. And then like our size are like 3 times the size of them.
Yeah.
Population density is just incredible.
It's crazy. And, you know, one of my favorite things over there in Italy is the pizza pasta. Like it's over there, it's so different to, you think we're having good stuff over here. You land in Italy and the pizza, the pasta, just the flavors and the pastry, the bread, like the dough is just, it's amazing. How was it, bro?
Incredible. And then the way that they also cook the pizza, maybe it's their stone ovens or whatever they use, but it gets to that darker color at the base, but it's still crispy and thin. I tried this Napoleon pizza in Venice. Sorry, I didn't try the fungi. Like, you know, mushrooms and stuff with prosciutto. It was really, really good, man. And it was like, we just went to a takeaway spot, got some beers from, and the thing about Europe and other countries is you can buy beer from the supermarkets.
Yeah.
You have to go to a bottler. In Mosby, you can't do that. You have to go in. But you just go and then they sell like 4-packs or 6-pack and you just buy that. That was really cool. And McDonald's over in Italy serves alcohol too as well. Which is crazy, man. I saw it, I was like, fuck.
Oh, that's so cool.
But this pizza was just incredible. Yeah.
Wow. And you said, you know, population, Rome would have been hectic. I remember Rome is just on another level.
Yeah.
Like you go, what's the Colosseum?
Oh, bro. I also took a photo of the Unkles stuff at Colosseum. I was thinking we could do like a carousel of the photos that I took and to promote the heavy teas.
Bro,
so I'll send you those photos and we can post that. But people at my work were like, you didn't post a single bit until you got there. But the thing was, I watched Gladiator 2 on my way to Europe, and the theme song for the Gladiator 2 was "No Churches in a While" by Jay-Z and Frank Ocean and Kanye. So I was like, I gotta do it. So I just took a video. But I got a lot of other photos. But I think it was just more like I really lived in the present just to enjoy. Like, you know, when we were both growing up in Palm, like, we're so blessed to kind of live the life that we have here. And then on top of that, incredibly blessed to kind of have the opportunity to travel to countries like Europe where, you know, we didn't even know they existed until, you know, we moved over here, and just another world, different way of living, hey?
Yeah. Did you ever have that moment where you just sort of stood and you were like, fuck, like really? This little boy from PNG is... You know, now I'm here in Europe. Like, I think I had that moment when we were at the Barcelona stadium, because I was always watching EPL like late at night at our first house in Boracay, and you'd watch Barcelona play on TV, and you're like, whoa. And then when I finally got there, I was like, I sort of just stood there and had a moment to myself, like everything just came to me, and I was like, oh, this feels almost so surreal. It's like, wow, I used to see that, now I'm here, and now I'm living it. Did you have a moment like that?
I did, bro. And for me, that was when we went to the Vatican. Because when we were younger in 2005, I think it was Pope John Paul. He came to Mosby. Wow. And then I remember as a kid, like there was so much talk about it, and people went to Sir John Guy's just to get a glimpse of him. While we were at the Vatican City, he was doing a sermon at St. Peter's Basilica. On the Wednesday, the new Pope, the one from America, he goes out every Wednesday to do a sermon and preaches it at the St. Peter's Basilica. So, and then because he does that during 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., people can't go into certain parts of the Vatican. Because of he's doing his work. And then the line there was also like crazy, and they really put into perspective like the influence of, you know, the church and Catholic in terms of like so many people around the world, that's their religion. And, we talk about PNG and we often refer to us as, like so many Christians over there and so many people that have faith in God. And then if you put that into perspective, like that's a small part of what, the rest of the world is. And people, I saw ladies from Africa, they're dressed up in their attire, people from, Mexico lining up, people everywhere just to get a glimpse of him, hearing him speak. And it was like an eye-opening moment because I was like, far out, like, when we were younger, we didn't even know where this guy came from, and to go and see like his place. And then when we went into like Sistine Chapel, there's the painting of St. Paul's Basilica, we went into that, and then Sistine Chapel, you could see, the Sistine Chapel, not St. Peter's Basilica, that was closed. We saw the painting of Michelangelo on the roof, and bro, that was also like, it took him 9 years to do the painting, and after that he damaged his back and neck because he was just standing there every day. And the painting itself, it's really, really cool. You can't take any photo. Have you been to the Vatican?
No.
You can't take any photos in there because people will encourage you to. But it's got the story of a mixture of the Old and the New Testament. So there's a photo of Jesus sitting down with everyone on his Last Supper, and there's a photo of Jonah getting eaten by the big fish. And then there was another story about Zechariah, who is the father of John the Baptist.
Yes.
And the story in the Bible says, like, he didn't believe that his son would baptize Jesus when Jesus was born. And then, so God made him like deaf, and I think deaf or blind. And then from there, like when the day Jesus was born, he could speak. And so it was just like, and then even that history of like, Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci and all these people that influenced so much of, I guess the Western world. But I think that's also kind of made me realize too as well on a bigger picture, when we talk about the Western culture and then our very own PNG culture, one thing that we often don't really realize is a lot of the influence of the West is around their history, rather, is around how they would write things and keep everything recorded through written communication, and they would jot everything down in history through people writing things, so that's how it gets passed on. Conversely, when we look at our PNG culture and more so the Indigenous Australian culture in Australia, a lot of our ways of doing things are passed through like traditional dances, storytelling. Our people that really, wrote history. We communicated history through singing, dancing, and things like that, which kind of, when I went over there, it made me realize like why there's such a difference in terms of, like we've got our own history, but we didn't write or do things that, carried that throughout throughout the last couple of thousands of years, whereas in places like Rome and France and all of those places, like a lot of their history was kept through writing because they had people that would study Latin or, and like, they had the church and things like that. And we didn't get introduced, but the church didn't get introduced to PNG until like missionaries went over there in the 1800s. So it's, we've got two different contracts, which also like, was another, hit me moment where it's like, it's so good that we got like a view of those two things because it makes us appreciate our culture more in a way. But, I guess that's why we're doing the Unkles, so that people, 50, 60 years down the track, we've got recordings of us telling the story about our history. So you know what I mean? Like, I guess it's, that was very deep, but I didn't mean to get there. But I think it really put things into perspective.
Yeah, no, you're spot on, bro. It's, we haven't written anything down, and this, I had the same conversation with Lavelle Nalu a couple of weeks ago, where he's doing his own thing with Archive Plus. And a lot of what you said there is so true, because he's finding out now that a lot of the work that he does with Archive Plus is trying to capture history, because images weren't taken, things weren't written down like how the Vatican did back in the days. They had scripters, they had people that were writing their history down, whereas we never had that. It was passed through songs, stories, all of this. But now we have the opportunity to capture it. But also at the same time, we have the opportunity to rewrite our history, because a lot of our history is told by the colonizers, as he said. So, you know, like the fuzzy wuzzy angel is a great word as an example. Like, although it's a cool word, but it's a word that was given to us by the Aussies. It's not a word that, you know, we woke up and my grandfather that walked the Kokoda, he was like, okay, call me the fuzzy wuzzy angel now. It's like, no, he didn't ask for that. It was just put on him. So there's two sides to our history, which is always going to be the case. But, you know, like you said, the next 50 years, we have the opportunity now to rewrite it and paint this Leonardo DiCaprio image of Papua New Guinea.
Right, that's so good. And honestly, before we like wrap up on that one, it's just we've got 50 years of our independence as a country this year, and then the next 50 years, like we as people in places where we can do so have the opportunity. And I really love what you said around, you know, writing our own history and writing our own stories that we can be proud of, but also for other people to kind of come and use as inspiration to build on that. You know, and I think that's why really love what the Archive Plus, you know, Lavau and I don't know the other lady's name that works with her.
I'm going to butcher it, so I won't say
okay.
it.
Yeah,
but we all
really,
know who she is.
really love what you guys are doing, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, before we go,
Yeah.
Top 3 highlights of your trip. And if you had to rank your favorite 3 countries, you know, from 3 to...
Yeah.
What would it be? So first, top 3 highlights, then rank your top 3 countries.
Yeah. Top 3 highlights, the Colosseum.
Yep. That's number 1.
That's number 1.
Nice.
The Eiffel Tower. Ooh. And then this is just pieces we saw.
Yep.
Michelangelo steps in Florence.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so he like did the sculpture of David up at in Florence on this hill.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No.
No. So there's a hill in Florence where Michelangelo did a sculpture of David, and on that hill, like people sell beers, and you can just go up there and just look the view of the city, have a beer, listen to live music. It was really cool.
Must be so beautiful. The steps.
Yeah. What was the other question?
Top 3 countries.
Oh, top 3 countries. I think it'd be Italy.
Yep.
Amsterdam, and Paris. I missed out Switzerland because we only went to one place. So it was Italy was just really good because I really love the food.
Yeah.
It was just. I mean, look at me, guys. I like food. But yeah, it was really good. But yeah, honestly, it's just I'll send you some videos and stuff. See if you can put some up here. But yeah, it's just really cool.
Yeah.
Like.
I'll share it as we, as we get to Christmas.
Yes.
Here and there.
Yeah.
But oh man, you just you transported me to Europe just then, bro. So, look, thank you for sharing that with us. And Jackman's back, everyone.
Hey, let's go.